Presidium comrades, Comrade Gangadhar and Comrade Pesla, General Secretary of RMPI, Comrade Ashok Omkar, General Secretary of MCPIU, leaders of RMPI who are in the Presidium, in the stage, in the dais, and all respected delegates. Comrades, on behalf of CPIML Red Star, I extend our revolutionary greetings to the second All India Conference of RMPI. All comrades have already stated the situation in our country. We are facing the most critical situation in our country today, in the entire history of our country, because the biggest and the longest running fascist organization in the world, that is RSS, is now holding the state power in India. And whenever it is not whenever we speak of the Indian regime, we must know that BJP, which is now ruling this country, with 18 crore membership, 2 years back, they claimed that they have 18 crore, 18 membership. That is only one of the political tools of RSS. Many other political tools are possible for RSS. Because Mohan Bhagavat, its leader, Sarsang Chalak, has already stated that BJP is only one of the political tools. We are capable to use any political tool. That is the capacity, that is the power of RSS. So we must see, compared with the classical fascism of Mussolini and Hitler, today our country, because every social phenomenon is continuously changing. So fascism today will not be a replica, will not be a repetition of what happened in the interwar period. So in the today's context, for example, we take the case of parliament. Mussolini and Hitler had to abolish the parliament. But today, RSS is capable. I will not say about BJP. We are saying about RSS. Now RSS is capable to hold the state power. It can control the parliament. It can keep the parliament. Even while keep the parliament, it can implement its fascist agenda. What is going on there? The opposition leaders, their speeches are black. They are totally black out. It is not coming outside. Even the leader of the opposition, the opposition party, for example, Kargey's speech, 6 portions were expunged. 18 portions of Rahul Gandhi were expunged. I am not saying that the Congress are perfect, but what is going on in the country is that even the parliament can be maintained as such, and the RSS can carry forward with its fascist agenda. We have already stated here the farm laws, the 3 draconian farm laws, the labor codes, the NEP 2020, the environmental impact assessment, anything the RSS through BJP can pass, because RSS is the far right force also, because it's closely merged with the corporate capitalists, the most corrupt corporate capitalists in the country. So it is a merger between the most reactionary, corrupt corporate capital and the most reactionary ideology, that is Manuvadi Hindutva. We must see that the Manuvadi Hindutva, that is casteism, which RSS holds as its ideology, is one of the most inhuman social phenomenon ever existed in history. We know that according to Manusmriti, women are subhuman, Dalits are subhuman, Muslims have to be stigmatized and eliminated. So it is with this ideology that RSS is going to establish the Hindu Rashtra in 2025. I am saying that they are not going to, they will be successful. But we must see that if RSS is successful, then we must see that we will not get an opportunity to stand like this and speak or discuss. That we must understand. If the 2024 election, we also have many differences. But we agree with the one point. as all comrades have stated, including CP John, that if the RSS is not defeated in 2024, then it will be horrific for our country. Because then we will not be able to get an opportunity to discuss or speak like this. That is the situation. Therefore, our position, CPM and Rastar is also of the opinion that we must have the broadest possible front based on a minimum agenda to defeat the RSS, to throw away the RSS from political power, from state power. That is important agenda in the front of the people of the country today. Because RSS are permitted to all spheres, the macro and micro spheres of our society, military, judiciary, police, administration, history, culture, education, everything. And it has not only controlling state power, it is controlling street power also. Everywhere RSS has permitted. So that is the situation. So to remove RSS from power is the foremost task of all left, progressive, democratic forces in our country. For that, we have to unite on a single point. We may have many differences. Many differences may be there. But on this particular point, we should have a single alliance. We should have I will say from a Marxist perspective, communists will say tactical alliance. We can have a tactical alliance on that particular point. But we must know, I am not elaborating, but we must know one thing. Even if RSS is defeated, even if BJP is thrown out of power, again the threat of fascist comeback will be there in India. The threat of fascist again coming back will be there in India, because what is the reason? The ruling class parties, the other parties have no specific alternative against the RSS. Because they are also have their interlink. They are intertwined with, they are inseparably connected with the corporate capital. That is a problem. Therefore, even when we are defeating, we are uniting, we are allying, we are joining together for defeating the RSS, the left democratic forces, especially the left, have a task, because they should unite to uphold the interests of the working class and all oppressed. All oppressed means the Dalits, the minorities, the women, the unorganized, and all oppressed of this country, including the working class, to uphold the rights of the working class and the oppressed only left can do. The ruling class parties cannot do. For that, we should have a left coordination, a left alliance also. Based on that left alliance, based on the interests of the working class and the oppressed, that should be our understanding. Based on that, we should go for a united front, a minimum agenda of defeating RSS. That should be the immediate task of our all the people of this country in the immediate. This is the context. We may have long-term, we have long-term tasks. Our long-term task, we know, we have to defeat imperialism, we have to defeat the Indian ruling classes. Many aspects are there. So while upholding this long-term task, as communists we have the long-term task. Unless private property is eliminated, unless capital is defeated, there will not be any liberation for working class and the oppressed, that we know. But in that long-term task, if we have to do that, now it is high time that the fascists in power should be removed. For that, we should unite, and for that, we should have a basic minimum agenda. Based on that, all the non-fascist forces, we must see that all the ruling class parties are not fascists. Only RSS is, BJP is the fascist. Many others are in queue. I am not going to explain that. Many others are saying, for example, now there is a party which is ruling in Delhi that is now competing with the BJP in the good books of RSS, because they are also demanding the same thing as BJP demands. What is called, they supported 370, they supported the CAA, they supported Uniform Civil Code. They are saying that they are more faithful to Ram Temple. So such forces are also there. That is why Mohan Bhagwat said that we are capable to use any political party other than BJP also. That point is there. But the non-fascist ruling classes in the, forces in the country, non-fascist forces have to unite. Based on that unity, we should have a broadest possible understanding to defeat fascism. I am not going to elaborate here much because time is very short, I know. Therefore, on behalf of CPIML Red Star, we say that the immediate task of our country today is a alliance and understanding with the left and all non-fascist forces. We may have ideological differences. We may have differences regarding the analysis of neoliberalism, differences regarding the analysis of new economic policy. Many differences are there, but on this particular contest, we must unite, and in the coming election 2024, there should be a broadest possible unity against the RSS. Otherwise, we will not be able to discuss and we will not be able to remain like this. One more point, before concluding, I am saying one more point. Until recently, if you are criticizing the Prime Minister, it was sedition. If you are criticizing RSS, it is sedition. It is anti-national, it is against the country. Now, if you are criticizing Adani, that is also anti-national. A new trend is coming. Those who are criticizing Adani is so anti-national. Because now this link between the most corrupt, most reactionary corporates and the RSS is coming more and more clear now. When the new economic policy came in the 90s, RSS formed the Swadeshi Jagaran Manch. All of us know, when the new economic policy, when Manmohan Singh came and when he demolished the Nehruvian model and all state-led developmental programs were thrown away, the state became a corporate facilitator and all corporates were given unfettered, uncontrolled freedom. At that time, RSS formed the Swadeshi Jagaran Manch. But the same Swadeshi Jagaran Manch at that time said up anything about Swadeshi, etc. But the Swadeshi Jagaran Manch is now supporting Adani. Statements are coming. So, when the Adani-like forces, for whom the state is now becoming a facilitator, so I am just saying the most reactionary RSS and the most far-right economic policy, this merger is there because fascism, according to communists, is the terrorist dictatorship of the most reactionary elements of capital. That is fascism. So from that understanding, we must unite. I am not going to elaborate. Once again, I thank the RMPI for inviting us to present our facilitation. And once again, I extend our revolutionary greetings to the second Congress of RMPI of India. Thank you all, comrades. Red salute.